strike again.
Oh, and Chuck?
They are. They're always on strike.
Oh, yeah, you're right there.
I know what I'd do with them.
What would you do with them, Dad?
Well, they're never at work, are they?
No, your dad's right, Irma.
And when was you last at work?
2 months ago. I'm not on a strike, though, am I? I'm on sick.
He's afflicted.
Oh, I know that.
Listen, you don't think I'd like to see your mother going out to work these cold mornings, do you? Leaving me here, an invalid?
Dad, don't. You nearly made it go down the wrong way.
Oh, oops. Well, won't be able to get to work today.
Oh, no, another one.
I thought you might have some bicycle tools at having a bike, like.
What happened?
A bollard.
You what?
Middleton Road. They built it too far over on the left.
Bernard,
Yeah?
have my mother and father ever talked about adopting you?
No?
They should do. You fit in with this family a treat.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. I like your family. And I like you and all.
Oh, chutty face.
No, I find you interesting to talk to.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, then. He is, though, isn't he, Dad? Very chutty face, you know. You come round tonight and I'll tell you all about my worldwide adventures.
Oh, I'd like that. Thanks very much.
She's worked for me for years. I've trusted her.
But you can't be certain that she'll go London.
Now, I think we both have our shrewd suspicions, Jack. I shall confront her.
Well, start confronting now, but I'm warning you, lass.
Oh, wait a minute. Sharpish out this morning. I'm sorry I'm late, Mrs. Walker, but I'll soon get finished once I get started. It's with having our Irma at home. You know, she keeps us chatting like... Well, I mean, there's so much to talk about, isn't there? Oh, you've no idea how grand it is having her at home. Just hearing her voice when you come in the house.
Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Walker. Was you waiting to tell me something?
Yes, that you are suspended until further notice.
Suspended?
Until
Why, what do you mean?
a little matter of a missing necklace is cleared up.
What necklace?
A piece of jewellery that I wore at the Lady Victualler's and which has since vanished from the premises.
Are you saying I took it?
It didn't walk.
You're accusing me.
I'm saying it didn't walk.
You're accusing me.
If you say so.
Right, Mrs. Flippin' Walker. I wouldn't dirty my hands on your flaming rotten necklace.
Oh, but wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. Any road, from all I hear, it wasn't your necklace, was it? It was one you cadged to swank with. But you've done it this time. You've led with your feet wide open. And you needn't bother suspending me. I'm on strike.
Oh, Mrs. Ogden, before you dash off, about the Christmas show, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah.
How's that?
Straighter.
Ah, good. I mean, we can't have a crooked Christmas message, as Mr. Turpin would say.
Has Maggie finished her breakfast yet?
Yeah, I think she's finishing a second cup of tea. Well, she might as well take it easy while she has the chance. I mean, she won't get any chance next week. She was just remarking, you know, how the three of us are going to be rushed off our feet.
The three of us? Oh, dear.
Something wrong, Will?
No.
Oh, hello, Val. Oh, what a morning. The puddings haven't arrived yet, nor the chocolate Father Christmases. We could do with some more stockings, and I wouldn't mind another dozen boxes of crackers. I'll be on the phone all morning chasing them.
I want to leave, Maggie.
Oh, so he's talked to you. Ah, so you decided.
Senior hairdresser starting Saturday. I've taken it.
Have you?
Will you blame me?
No, I suppose not. You've got to look after yourself in this world.
You're right there, lovey.
Well, I mean, it's what I'm trained for. It's full time. I couldn't turn it down, could
Well,
I?
I didn't say I blamed you, did I? It's just... Well, you could have chosen a better time, that's all.
Oh, I know I've let you down. I'm sorry.
Well, I really must get on to the wholesalers before 10.
Well, I'll see you.
Righto. Because if I don't get my order in before 10...
Hey, you were a bit hard on the girl, weren't you?
Well, she was glad enough to work for me when it suited her.
She's told you then, has she?
You were waiting outside, weren't you?
Of course I was. I'm looking through the window to see if how it's changed.
Has it?
You've moved the peas round.
It's what they call progress.
Ma, you don't fancy a job, do you, over Christmas like?
What do you think I come in for? I thought you'd never ask. Do you know I'm that fed up I could do with a job?
You're on.
Hey, Langton, while you're resting yourself, just mark off 3'8", will you?
You're the joiner.
You're the architect.
Something like that, yeah.
I must admit you've done a very fair job. Not exactly Christopher Wren,
Oh,
but...
I didn't know we were building a cathedral. Fancy the gaffer not telling me.
Come on, Ray. 3'8".
Is that the length of your moustache, then? You know I've got a moustache cup at home. As a favour, favour. Now, where have I heard that word before?
What about a couple of years ago, mate? When you and Jerry Booth asked me to give you a job.
And I've made up for that a dozen times since getting you out of scrapes.
All right, so we're quits.
Quite.
What are you two squabbling over?
I just asked him to give me a hand, that was all.
Dead legs here. Oh, he's just lazy.
Shut up.
Don't you tell me to shut up. I'll tie your hands to the chair and put sticky tape over your mouth. I've come to see if your friend will take me on.
Well, if he doesn't, darling, I will.
I mean a job. Hairdressing.
No. Ask him.
Ah, there you are. Now the British workman can have his brew. Anything as long as we get on with the job.
Will you bite me
What for?
if I ask for a job?
Experience?
Bit.
That's not good enough.
A fair bit.
I'll think about it.
Right, I'll make some tea.
Just a minute. Mrs. Tanner, will you be seeing her?
Likely, seeing we're under the same roof.
Well, will you tell her that I would like to see her, please, as soon as possible?
Can I say what for?
No!
You all take sugar?
Oh, come on, Len, Saturday.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, it's not fast enough.
Look, Alan, if you think you can do any
off.
better...
It's 3'6", not 3'8". And pass me that flaming saw, will you?
Well, she didn't like it.
Oh, well,
dear.
just have to lump it, won't she?
I mean, what could I do? 14 quid a week and I'm in charge.
So you keep saying.
You can't compare it with part-time at the corner shop.
Oh, Maggie Clegg will get over it. For that matter, I know somebody will be only too glad to help out.
Yes, so do I.
I won't say no to a few extra quid in my purse this time of the year.
Oh, Mrs. Sharp.
Have I said something wrong?
Oh, Ken, go and practice in the next street.
No wonder some of these flats have remained empty ever since they were built.
Oh, leave him alone. That carol was written less than 2 miles away from here. Well, I best tell Maggie Clegg I'll start work.
Oh, dear, she's in for a nasty surprise.
That's what I like to hear. Practising.
Have you not asked him yet?
That's what I come for.
Ah, well, this is the procedure. Excuse me, Val, I know your husband better than you know. So, first of all, Val will call him, and then you ask him. And then he'll refuse on the grounds that he's not good enough, and you'll insist that he is, and then he'll insist that he isn't, and then you'll say you're banking on him, and then he'll agree, reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
And he'll still insist that he's not good enough.
Ken?
Hey, Irma says she'll do a Hilda Baker if she can find a Cynthia, and Sergeant Turpin says he's... Oh, Ken, I've come to ask you if you'll play in the Christmas Eve concert.
Oh, well, thanks, but I'm not good enough.
Of course you are.
No, really, I'd rather not.
I was sort of banking on you.
Oh, well, all right, but I'm really not good enough.
Nonsense.
What would you like me to play?
Well, what you've just been playing.
The Postone Gallery. There you are, Elsie, looking all over.
If you've come to borrow a new coat, it's too big for you.
It's Big Al. He wants to see you. Sounds important.
You're not listening to me, Stanley Ogden. And nor are you, Irma.
Is that all you fetch me from the corner shop for?
What do you mean, is that all? Calling your mother a thief?
Well, they're always calling us summer.
Aye. Well, this time Annie Walker's bitten off more than she can chew.
Oh, give over. She'll go on biting and chewing. They all will. And why? Because my father acts like a middle-aged dropout.
Hey, now you leave your father alone.
I'll say what I think.
Not in front of outsiders.
Why not? They all know.
Aye, well, they'll all know a bit more when your dad goes in the Rovers and gives them a piece of his mind.
Is that what he's going to do?
You ask him. Isn't that right, Stanley? You're going to tell Annie Walker where she gets off?
There you are, right as rain. Technical know-how.
Well, sending me out to buy a new wheel ain't technical know-how.
Of course it is. I knew you couldn't fix that wheel from the start. Did you say so much, Chuck?
In charge.
In charge. Manageress. You take the money, you make the bookings, and you make sure that everybody's kept happy.
Why me?
Well, why not?
You could have advertised.
Well, I didn't. I wanted somebody who's known locally.
Oh, I'm known locally, all right.
Are you popular?
Well, I'd hardly say that.
Are you unpopular?
No, not that. Let's just say I'm one on my own.
Good. So am I. If you'd been popular, you might have got customers. But if you'd been unpopular, you certainly wouldn't. You dress well.
You've noticed.
Isn't that why you dress well? So that people will notice? I also happen to know that you managed this place when it was a florist shop. The man who gave you the job must have known what he was doing.
He fired me.
Perhaps that was because you knew what he was doing.
Your informant must have told you about the sudden death of my husband.
I'm not interested.
And I've just been in court for stealing.
Well, I am interested, but I don't think you were guilty.
You don't think, but you don't know. I might get my fingers in your cash box.
I might check the books.
We know where we stand.
Isn't that the way it should be?
Does Val Barlow know where she stands?
She's senior hairdresser. Why?
Yes, well.
Anything wrong?
No, I suppose it'll all sort itself out.
It won't sort itself out. If you work for me, you sort it out.
Yes, I see. You've just given me what I suppose is known as a short back and sides.
Not in this establishment, Mrs. Tanner. Here we style.
You can say that again.
Well?
I shall have to think about it.
I'll tell you something, Miss Nugent. It felt good getting me 2 hands round a saw handle again this morning. And I'm not going to complain about getting my hands round a knife and fork on that lot, either.
I hope you like it.
You ask me again in 10 minutes, flat.
It is nice, huh?
Do you cook food like this for yourself?
Well, I'm never very hungry, not really.
Oh, you mean you don't, then?
I don't starve, but a bit of cheese on toast or a boiled egg is sometimes all I feel like.
Too lazy.
No, but it's not the same cooking for yourself. I mean, I'm enjoying just watching you eat, but I enjoy what I eat all the more.
You should have got married.
Yes, I suppose I should.
Why didn't you?
Perhaps I lingered on the brink. Perhaps I'm too set in my ways.
Do you want to be an old maid?
Salt. Did I put enough in it? I don't know whether I did or not. Just
Do you
help
want to
yourself.
be an old maid?
No. No, I don't want to be an old maid.
Then get married, Miss Nugent. Marry somebody. Anybody, before it's too late. Huh, I wish I could.
You?
Yeah, me. That's a joke, isn't it?
It's no joke, Ray.
No, perhaps it isn't. Who've you got to go home to? Nobody. Who've I got? Nobody. It's having somebody waiting for you, you know, expecting you. Somebody there, isn't it? Bit late for me. Still time for you, though.
You can't, not without love.
Love? You can read about that in library books. It's marriage that counts. Look at Oggy and his missus. It works. And Jack and Ken Barlow. Aggressive coexistence, not to do with smooching in the back row of the pictures, and it works.
There's more to it than...
Is there hell? Look, do you call that food? It's muck.
You said you liked it.
I say out, don't I? What pleases me, and that is pig's swill.
Ray Langton, you're a nasty, bad-mannered, rude, ignorant man. And you don't care whose feelings you hurt or who you tread on.
Am I? I must be getting back to normal then, mustn't I? Sit down.
Saturday.
Saturday. Have you talked to Mrs. Barlow?
Yes, we've sort of patched things over.
Patches have a way of coming off. But then that would be your problem, wouldn't it?
There's just one no, 2 conditions first.
I don't make conditions, Mrs. Tanner.
But I do.
I listen.
Well, will you give this little lad a job? I promised to keep an eye on him, and I can't keep cycling over the Pennines every day to do it, can I?
Well, from what I've heard about
I'm a good hairdresser, Mr. Howard. You can check.
All right, I'll give you a trial.
Well, that's all I want. Can't say fairer than that. Thank you.
And the other condition? No, don't tell me. Sandra's already been in to see me.
Well, she's not very experienced, but she'll have a good teacher with Val Barlow, the very best.
I don't approve of relations working together.
As manageress, don't I have some say in the staff?
Your responsibility, eh?
My responsibility.
Shop. Nobody home? Heck, I thought you'd gone serve yourself.
Sorry. Just a bit busy, that's all. What can I do for you, Mrs. Sharples?
That's what I can do for you.
Oh?
Your assistant's left, gone hairdressing.
Val, yes.
Busiest week in the year and all.
Well, I hope so. Was there something
Completely
you...
recovered, have you now, after the crash last month?
Well, yeah. You know how it is. I have my good days and my off days.
Don't we all, lass? Well, when do you want me to start?
Start?
In the shop, helping. Tomorrow morning.
Hello, Mrs. Sharples. Can I tell you something? Hey, how about a nice Christmas stocking containing sweets and novelties? You never know, there might be a sugar mouse in here for Minnie Corwell's cat. Or do you prefer a box of crackers? Caps, toys and snappy mottos.
This'll be one of your off days, I reckon. If I were you, Maggie Clegg, I'd buy a box of them crackers. There must be a motto in one of them that fits you.
What have I done? You can't win, can you?
Now then, Mrs. Walker, are you going to take back that accusation? Because I've got my husband with me now.
Accusation, Mrs. Ogden? What accusation?
Calling me a thief.
Did I call you a thief?
As good as.
I merely said that the necklace was missing and it had obviously been stolen.
There you are. You heard that, didn't you, Stanley?
Aye.
If I remember rightly, less than a month ago, in this very bar, you were calling someone else a thief.
Oh, I never said she was a thief. No, not in them very words.
Neither did I, not in those very words.
Well, Mr. Ogden's got something to say to you. Go on, Stanley, say it.
I'll have a pint, Jack.
Oh, of course.
No, you don't. That'd be collusion. What Mr. Ogden was going to say is that we're going to sue you for libel, slander and deformation of character. We're going to see us lawyer, that's what we're going to do.
Your lawyer?
No, the fellow that's doing the court's claims, you know.
That's right, what Mr. Ogden says. Unless you apologise by tomorrow. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Mrs. Flippin' Walker.
Look, now I've said my piece, Chuck. Can I have a pint?
No, you can't. You're not spending your hard-earned money in this place. Go on, out.
Annie, I think she means it. I warned you.
Of course, there are others who could have stolen it.
2 pints for a couple of working men, Betty.
Coming up, love.
Not for me.
You won't.
Doctor's orders, don't tank up.
Doctors don't know everything. They give you pills when a couple of pints would do you more good. 2 pints, Betty.
I said no!
Are you like this all the time? I'll cross the street next time I see you.
Jack,
Oh, yeah?
can I have a word?
Certainly, love. You know, it's a funny thing. A lot of people want words in this pub. If I could sell words the same as I sell pints, we'd be moving into larger premises.
Have you heard them too?
They're always at it, Mrs. Sharples.
But you know what the doctor said? That lad could meet his mate at any second without warning.
Aye, and he could recover.
Well, there's only you and me know, but I think we should tell them fairly. I know better than anybody what it's like to live with the last words you spoke to somebody you never see again.
Now, look, Mrs. Sharples, we can't go through life treating people as if we were never going to see them again.
More's the pity.
Leave them alone, love. Say no to Len. I'd like to bet that them two fellas understand each other better than we give them credit for.
Langton, you're a pain in the neck at times.
There we are.
They're lovely.
Edison, Baird, and all the rest of them. Poff, just to those names, I'd one Ken Barlow.
Well, at least you didn't get a shot like you did last year.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Miss Nugent. If I don't get these cards off now, I won't get the chance when I start work. Out into the cold, ruthless world of business. I feel quite nervous after all these years of cabbaging.
Cabbaging?
Well, in a way, yes.
You know, a lot of women who go out to work like to call the women who stay at home cabbages, because they themselves have neither the inclination nor the ability to look after their family and home. Or else they're greedy.
They might have to work. They might need the money.
Yes, true. But in this case, we don't need the money.
All right, I'm greedy. I want more money for more comfort for my home and family. Is that wrong? Honestly, now the kids are starting school, what am I going to do? Sit and watch the clock all day? Anyway, we've had all this before.
Supposing the kids are ill.
Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Warehouseman's assistant.
Too old.
Night watchman for factory.
Too young.
General labourer.
Me back.
Bus guard.
What, climb all them flipping stairs?
Oh, you're just not interested, are you? You don't want work.
Of course I'm interested. I've just considered 4 jobs, haven't I?
They're not suitable, Em.
And what is suitable?
Oh, come on, let's go down the horse.
Yeah, that's suitable, isn't it? Supping. Pity there's not a job in here for a beer taster.
Oh, hey, now, Emma, you've hurt your dad's feelings, you have. Oh, it's you again.
Well, come in, mate. It's a labour exchange. You want a job, she'll fix you up.
Well, I don't need a job. I've already got one, working for Mr. Howard.
Well, it's nice to see somebody's not work shy.
Oh, I'm going to settle here. I like it. But I'm going to miss you when you go back, you know.
Hey, shut up, touchy face. I'm married.
No, I mean platonically. I think you're interesting to talk to.
Oh, thanks very much. Men have said some things to me in my
Hey,
time.
did you know that Australia was 32 times the size of Great Britain, but has a population of only 12 million?
Oh. Ah, but they're one short right now, aren't they?
Huh?
No?
And did you know that the kookaburra was said to laugh because it goes, ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Are you feeling all right?
The kookaburra?
Yes. Yeah, I thought it was. Listen, I'll just go and make a brew, Bernard.
You know, it's a pity you've got to go back.
I suppose it is a pity.
He can do impersonations.
Ah, shut up.
Yeah. Can I put you down?
I'll put you down if you do. No, mate.
Oh, what a pity. I got a little poem worked out you could end your act with. If I do not see you clap, wait till next time you ask me to mend your tap.
It's very funny.
You like that, do you?
Why, what are you going to do, a tap dance? Say goodnight to the nice gentleman.
You flipping what?
Say ta-ta, the Flemings want an early night. I said I'd fetch you. Hey, it'll be all right married to a fella like you. No trouble getting you out of the pub. Just wheel you out.
And that leaves 2.
2?
Mrs. Turpin and Miss Nugent.
You know, you're going out of your mind. There's dozens coming here.
Look, discounting Mrs. Ogden, there are only 2 people who have access to our living quarters, as I said.
Mrs. Turpin. Yes, Mrs. Walker.
About the necklace.
Oh, yes.
I wonder, could you be more specific about where you saw it and when you saw it?
Search me.
Yes, it's a little late for that, isn't it?
Late for what?
Well, searching.
Are you hinting at what I think you're hinting at?
And what is that?
That I've stolen it.
Well, there are only a few people who could have done, and I don't think it was Mrs. Ogden.
You're calling me a thief, Mrs. Walker. You're saying that I'm...
Come now. If you speak to your good husband, I'm sure he will tell you that to be guilty, one has to be proved guilty.
Yes. Well, we'll see what my good husband's got to say when I tell him what you've just said. Good night, Mr. Walker.
By the heck, you've really done it this time. It's what you call the death wish.
It's a bit of a rum, and I need money, can't get a job. You don't need it, and they come begging. Why did you take it?
Independence.
Oh, aye. Is that why you work for Dave Smith? Independence, naught else.
His money was good.
Just that, I see. And I suppose you're not influenced by the fact that Alan Howard is a very good-looking fella, and half the women in the district are ready to throw themselves under the king's horse for the chance to tie his bootlaces.
Mrs. Charles, I wouldn't care if Alan Howard looked like Gary Grant, Ray Milland and Dirk Bogarde put together. Elsie Tanner is just not interested.
Well, all I can say is, lass, that Elsie Tanner doesn't know Elsie Tanner.